currently like midnight, and like my cold sore is going away, so ignore that. Okay, so you guys, I went to church last night. I mean, last night. It's still nighttime. It's midnight. I went to church like a few hours ago, more than a few, like 5 hours ago. I went to church, whatever, and not whatever, but I noticed ever since I stopped tarot and been going to church lately. I go to church more often. Before I wasn't. I'm just gonna be completely honest. I was not a person that go to church consistently. I just went when I was called to. But now I go consistently. I've been going like every day. My mom goes, and she goes to church like basically every day. The church that we go to. Okay. Um, with that being said, ever since I've been going to this church, I've been getting visions like clear as day. Like you guys know how like those who are subscribed to my channel, you guys know how I use my cards to see. I don't need my cards, and that's how it was before. But like at church, I see visions like clear as day, like in detail. Like, but the visions that I see is like very, very like important one, and it's more like biblical, and like I feel like I'm living in the movie. The visions that I be seeing in church, I'm like okay, and the vision I also be getting is a lot of clarity, confirmation, and guidance that I had a question for, you know, for God. I had asked God a few questions like where to go, because God told me, well, not told me, He showed me basically that I'm being called to speak. Hi Siba, I'm from Florida. Where are you from? But yeah, I'm being called to speak. He wants me to preach. I don't know why I did that because like it's apparently people are very sensitive when it comes to the title. But I'm like, that's basically what I'm doing. That's basically what he said. So it showed me. I'm being called to preach. Okay, he wants me to speak in his name. I am one of the messenger of God, not just the one of the messenger. I'm the chosen one that's meant to lead the chosen one. That's what he told me. Okay, so and show me in many different ways. But I'm not gonna be preaching this year. I know that. I feel like it's gonna be next year is gonna be when I officially start. But this year he's getting me prepared, like getting my feet wet, and I feel like he's going to lead me somewhere, like a missionary group or something. I never did nothing like that. But he's going to lead me some type of missionary group. You guys, I've never done anything like this. Like, again, I'm not religious at all, or I never was religious, okay? I'm just someone who have a very, very strong faith. And I believe because of my visions, okay? I always believed in God ever since I was a kid. But I believe even more with my visions. It's just I wish I could like show you guys my visions like a like a screen, like a movie screen where you guys can see it, because even you guys gonna be like shocked on what I'm seeing. It's like very biblical. Okay? And I wanted to share one what I saw in church today. But apparently God said I can't reveal this one to you guys. After how many days will we have a reunion with Hi Ashu. I'm not doing any readings anymore. I don't do tarot anymore. I'm sorry. This is a channel message. Which I forgot what I put for the title, but it's supposed to be "You're Part of God's Plan." Hopefully, I have that down as the title, because I was kind of doing it really fast because I was mad. Before I click on this live, like I already been channeled this message, and and then I saw like revelation visions at church. Okay, so I was already planning on coming live, but right before I went live, I was looking at a YouTube short, and these YouTube shorts were pastors, right, that had their own opinion about women preaching, like women being pastors themselves, and they were critiquing a particular pastor that I love to watch. Her name is Sarah Jacob Roberts or something like that. I think I mispronounced her name. I think it's Sarah Jacobs or Sarah Roberts. TD Jakes is her father, but I love, before I found my faith, you know, being going to church, I always used to like, I always resonate with her message. Like out of all the pastors that I come across online, she's the one that I resonate with the most. So for them to critique her because she's a woman really pissed me off. Especially, it goes with my message that I share with you guys about who Jesus Christ is. That God revealed that to me today, saying that Jesus Christ is a woman. In this incarnation, Jesus Christ is a woman. The last incarnation, he was a man. But God said, I'm switching up the role. People don't know this, but Jesus Christ is a woman in this incarnation. The second coming is a Jesus Christ is here. Everybody's gonna feel Jesus Christ's presence, and Jesus Christ is like a mirror, okay, for everybody. Not just a mirror. It's about a truth. Jesus Christ is going to be a walking form of truth, where it's going to people can't lie, people can't hide and mask themselves anymore. They have to show their true color. However, people are not going to know this is Jesus Christ, this woman, because again, people expect Jesus Christ to be a man. People expect their own version of Jesus, not the actual Jesus Christ. Okay, people expect their own version. So what I saw with that message, I said that a lot of people are not going to like it because we live in a patriotic society. Our society, we live in a system where it's male dominated. It's very masculine energy. Not only that, it's like people have this perception of what they believe the God is, what they believe God word is, what they believe how the second coming is going to be, what they believe how things is going to be. It's like they playing a role like as if they're God, one, or they play a role that as if they're chosen, which never been said to them. Or it's like, come on, they act like they know indefinitely. I'm like, but it just really pissed me off when I came across those YouTube shorts because I'm like, who are you to judge these people? You have no right. You don't have the authority. You don't have the command. I'm pretty sure God did not tell you to cast judgment on these people. There's Jesus Christ does that, and God, not you. Not you at all. It's really pissing me off. But yeah, I feel like not just Jesus Christ, but people like me, that's neophytes, that's a woman, they're not gonna like us, okay? Because one, we're chosen, and we go against everything that they believe. Again, people have their own version of what they believe Christ is, what they believe heaven is, what they believe people who are supposed to be in authority. Is like people have their own ideals that don't match the truth. So that's why it's going to be a lot of conflict between Jesus Christ and the people because they're not going to expect Jesus Christ to come in this form. And not only that, Jesus Christ represents truth. Jesus Christ is going to shatter everybody's version of what they believed. So of course, Jesus Christ is going to experience a lot of hate, like just like before the first coming where he came, and now she's a she. Jesus Christ is going to experience more hate. Okay, more and more hate. People still haven't learned their lessons. A lot of people, like it's true, people are still sinners. It's like you think they will learn. You think they will learn, but no, they're still the same people. Not everybody. There's people that gets it, okay? But there's people that don't. Okay, so the message is you're part of God's plan. Okay, so we're gonna get started today's message. Sorry about the rant. Like, I'm not sorry, it's just how I felt. You're part of God's plan. So God has this master plan, okay, about how the second coming is going to be. That's what I got. There was a revelation vision that I received at church, but I cannot share with you guys. God says I gotta keep it hush hush, but it's very, very, very spiritual, very important, okay, for me to know and see. But God has this plan on how things is going to operate. The chosen one, how they're gonna be like. It's like everything's already destined to occur. It doesn't matter if this person goes left; they're always gonna go right. You know what I mean? Like they will fulfill their destiny. Okay, the neophytes, the chosen one, we will fulfill our destiny no matter what. That's basically what God said. God sees all. God knows all, and God already prepared us for this. Okay, so the second coming is coming around the corner, if you did not know. It's coming around the corner. The next 5 years is very important. So about the next 5 years. So 2025 to 2030. 2030 exactly is the time frame of where we're all going to go through this massive transition. Okay, during this transitioning period, it's going to be a lot of shutdowns. I'm getting a lot of shutdowns, law and order. Like a lot of people, I'm getting shutdowns and law and order. So before people, God gather his flocks and gather his chosen ones and the people that's meant to be saved, there's going to be a fall of what used to be. But during that process, again, it's a 5 year process. During that process, is going to be a lot of people trying to maintain what used to be. They want to control what used to be. So law and order and shutdowns because they're gonna feel out of control. They're gonna feel that they don't have the control. Who is they? The government, people who were in power but abusing people. Who's in power and abusing people. So a lot of people is going to like hold on as much as they can to gain some type of authority, whether it's through intimidation, even against the laws that's in place. They would do anything to stay in power. However, God says his plan will go. Like no one is more powerful than God. So it doesn't matter what they try to do, it will fall. Okay? They can't even delay it. God timing is God timing. Okay? So these people know that this is bigger than them. Okay? They can't stop it. No matter how much they try to get rid of the chosen, the Neophytes, imprison them and false charges, whatever they try to do, it's not going to work. Okay, it's not going to last, and they realize that it's gonna be shown to them right before their eyes of how ridiculous and foolish they were being. So that's that. So it's gonna start with people still trying to hold on to what was, even though the system, the way of being is going to fall. So that's going to fall. Right after that, um, fall is the right after that, during the 5 years, we're all being tested. The neophytes, the people, everybody on this planet is being tested. God's testing us. Lucifer is testing us as well, because Lucifer has his people that he has the soul of. Okay, so he's testing them to see, like, okay, are you still gonna be? Are you gonna still sin, or are you gonna go the God's way? So it's like we're all being tested by two people, God and Lucifer. Okay, it just depends on whose side you're on, basically, in the book. So there's a book, you guys. I saw a book that Satan has a book and God had a book. Okay, God has a book of life. Satan has a book of souls. Okay, I literally saw that. Um, so we're all gonna be tested during the 5 year, 2025 to 2030. Okay, I got something with compass. What I saw, I can show you, I can tell you guys a little bit. What I saw is many of us were on boats going overseas. It's something about traveling overseas. And the compass, north, was it north, east, west, south, that direction? Something about the compass. Many of you guys are going to venture out and travel to different regions, countries that you've never been before. God's going to call you to be there, the neophytes, okay? You're going to be called to go different, outside of where you're used to. Like, you're going to travel far, basically, with the compass and overseas. If I'm talking too fast, sorry. It's that I'm channeling at the same time. But you're gonna travel over far from where you're at, because you're gonna be called to do work. Okay, you're neophytes. We all have a job, a purpose to do. Like, for instance, like I said in the beginning, I'm being called to preach, but I know that's not going to happen for me until next year. But however, God's getting me prepared and ready now, and He basically showed me visions where I'm being called for missionary work. Never done that before, so I'm gonna see how that goes. I'm being called for missionary work. Okay, so I'm gonna see how that goes. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I was like, okay, I don't even know, because I feel like I came across missionaries before, But I'm just like me. Yeah, I just never expect this was be my life. I'm gonna be completely honest. Never expected it. I just realized that I really love that I left tarot and followed this path because my visions never been so clear in my life. It never been this vivid. It's so like I don't know. I feel so connected. Like I'm like I was tapped in before, but I feel like I'm really tapped in. Okay, and I feel like this is the path that God was trying to get me to go towards for a while before I even got into tarot. I'm glad that I stopped. Um, but yeah, God was trying to get me there before. He's like, I want you to follow me. I know that you still trying to find your way. You don't understand, but I know that you're gonna follow me when the time is right. And he was right. I made it. Okay. But yeah, I saw a lot of boats traveling from all different directions, whether it's from the north, the west, the east, the south. It did not matter. It's just a lot of boats filled with people, and then I was on a boat by myself. Everybody else was on a boat with people on it, but I was in the front and center. So about me being front and center. Okay. And then I saw something with the ark. Going back to the ark, what comes to mind for you guys? The ark. Come on, you should know this. When I say the ark, and we're talking about, Jesus Christ, God, go refer to the Bible. Who in the Bible has anything to do with the ark? Noah. Okay, there's something about ark. There's gonna be a major ark where but I wasn't getting an actual arc. This time I'm getting a destination, a place, a land that never been. No one never went there, and I feel like there's not people there, but there's something there that's very protected. But there's something about a place, a destination is the ark. You know how Noah built the boat. Okay, and God told Noah to build a boat, okay, a very large boat where it can accompany his family and animals, two like animals of the same species, like basically he had to create a boat very large that carried his family and animals. Not all the animals. It had to be specific animal, like all the animals in the animal kingdom, but it has to be a male and a female. Okay, I was getting something about male and female as well, but that kind of go with the last message I did, male and female. But again, but I'm getting the ark is not an actual boat this time. It's an actual place, a destination, a land. So that's the message with that one. You're part of God's plan with this, you guys. My neophytes, we're all part of this plan. God's basically saying He's not giving us details; He's giving us clues. So these are all clues, information, clues for you to know and understand. Okay. There's going to be revelation and prophecy said from many different neophytes, actual neophytes. They're going to be people who are going to claim that they're chosen ones, like neophyte. They're not. But people are going to tell the difference. There's going to be a way to tell the difference on who's the real chosen and who is false. Something about markings. There's going to be markings very present on our skin. Okay. And people are going to be very afraid and like very afraid for some reason when they see this, but there's gonna be a difference. Okay, people, because again, people to this day claim that they are some type of reincarnation of biblical figures. Okay, that they're not. People are claiming that they are chosen when they're not. People are claiming that they're this and that, they're not. People are gonna actually see it from themselves who's the real chosen and who's lying the whole time. Okay, so people are gonna tell the difference of who's chosen. So about there's gonna be markings on our skin. And I mentioned these markings. I said that I had a vision where I was around people where I had markings and other people had markings on their skin as well. It was blue, like it was like glowing blue. I guess it's like sigils, but I feel like it represents some type of title, ranking, and power that we hold in the spiritual realm. So that's how people are going to tell who's the real chosen in that. They can't mimic this. They can't get a tattoo to mimic this. This is something that they cannot mimic. Okay, but people are going to be very in fear, afraid of us, and angry. I got rage too. People gonna get mad that they're not chosen. Like, okay, people gonna be mad about that, and then they're gonna be afraid once they see the sigil on our skin. So it's annoying. Good evening, yeah, Yari. I'm late. It's midnight where I'm at. It's literally about to be 1 a.m. But I can't sleep. I have a lot of energy. I have a lot of energy, excuse me. I've been channeling like crazy. Okay, so that's how people are going to tell the difference. Okay, yes, they're going to be big mad, Laquita. Very mad. Let them be mad. I don't care. Like, if I wasn't a chosen one, which I know I am because of vision, I would never claim myself to be one unless I know for sure. Let's just start there. I have vision, so that's why I know that I am. However, if I was not a chosen one, I would not get mad as long as one of like God still like chose me to be protected. Like just because you're not a chosen one doesn't mean that you're not part of God's people. People forget that part. You're still gonna be protected. You're still gonna have like a seal, just because you're not protected. Okay, I mean just because you're not chosen, because the chosen one, we have a destiny, a calling. It's not because God chose us because oh my God, you're like the purest soul. I'm gonna protect you for it. No, He's gonna protect us, but we have a purpose too. We have a job to do. We actually have to do things. Other people don't have to do nothing, but you're still gonna be protected. Okay, like we actually have to do the hard work. I'm just saying. I don't know why people would get mad about that. Like, as long as you're protected, that's all I would have been. I'm like, okay. I don't have to do the work, okay. But I didn't get that luxury. I actually have to do stuff. But yeah. So next 5 years is the time frame, you guys. 2025 and 2030. And then I was getting something about a storm. Yes, the Quinta Ford. Exactly. Yes, exactly. You're right. That's what I'm saying. Like we're actually gonna be tested the hardest. We're gonna be going through it because God believes in us, but at the same time, like we have emotions too. We're like, oh my God, this is very tough, right? But we're still gonna be grateful, obviously, because we're gonna be blessed during that time. But at the same time, there's the pros and cons. Okay, it's not always, you know. People forget that. They forget that part. Trust me, like people may be jealous, but they can't walk in our shoes. If they given the opportunity, there's a reason why they wasn't chosen. Let's just say that. They're gonna realize that why they wasn't, because they probably not strong enough to handle it. But I'm just saying. Exactly. So yeah, the storm. I was getting something about a storm. Hmm. I didn't figure out I didn't decode that part, but He kept showing me the storm, and then he showed me we're on the ocean, we're on a boat. There's a lot of people coming from many different directions, north, west, east, south. I said it all backwards, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. They were all coming on a boat. There's a flock of people, a lot of people on the boat, like many boats, and I'm on the boat by myself though. I don't know why. When they get jealous, I'd be like, "Do you know the hell I walk?" Exactly. Trust me, they can't handle what you've been through. They can't handle like to be a chosen one, to be a neophyte. That's big shoes to fill. Like we already been called before we incarnated here, because God already saw that we can handle it. God already know our power, what we can handle. It's already destined. So that's why, like, God know we can handle it, but these people that's gonna be jealous, it's like, why are you jealous? If you only knew, and if you did know, you know you couldn't handle it. So like, why are you getting mad? And then the last thing, okay, the storm. I'm gonna go back to the storm, but there's something about the storm. I don't know. Like that's one of the prediction that's meant to happen. One of the calamities. Actually, there's a storm that's supposed to happen. I don't know. I don't know much about it, but I will go back to that one day once I get more visions on that. But I don't. I saw something about a storm. Okay. The other thing, I can tell you guys this. When I saw the gathering on the ocean and people coming from many different directions, I saw a sun that appeared in the middle of the ocean, and the sun, it was a being that was coming out. It wasn't God, but it was somebody else. Yes, because like rain 40 days and 40 nights. Yes, Jerry, I know that's in the that's reference to Noah's story, and I mentioned the ark. If you replay this live, you can go to that part. But I feel like this time the ark is not an actual boat; it's a destination. It's a land, a place. The special ark is a special place that no one ever been before, but it's protected by unknown forces. That's the only thing I can describe it. But I did see something with the storm. I don't know how long the storm is going to last, but I feel like the storm is going to happen first, and then the gathering of the boats. And then, like, no, I feel like it's going to happen during that time. I don't know. But I will go back to it, Yari. If I know more information, I still have to decode that message. But God kept showing me that the storm, like the waters was like the waves, water was like rocking, it was raining, the wind, something about the wind, like it was a lot of, yeah, it was a big storm. But I wasn't getting like 40 days or 40 nights. I feel like this storm like wasn't it didn't last that long, but it was a very powerful storm that needed to happen for some reason. But I'm gonna leave it there because that's all the message that I got. I will get back to the storm part though. Oh really? Oh, thank you, Yara. Yeah, girl. Yeah, me too. I'm thinking about getting a prayer journal because I need to, because the stuff that getting, the downloads, the channel message, the visions, my visions, Yari, is so freaking clear. Like my vision always been clear, but these visions is like it seemed very biblical. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm excited, but it's like, whoo, Exodus. I'm actually planning on reading that on the Bible, going to that part, but I decided to start with Genesis because I was like reading the Proverbs and like skimming through the Bible. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start from the beginning and then work my way towards the end because my goal is to read the Bible front and back. That's my goal. But I'm gonna leave it there, you guys. I will come back to the storm part because I feel like there's something significant I need to know. Thank you, Yari. Yes, because yes, you guys are meant to know. You guys need to know what's about to transpire. It's a lot, you guys. But I believe the storm is a calamity that's meant to happen. The first one I said the sun is gonna get hot, right? And I said it's gonna burn our skin, like it's gonna cause some type of radiation or something like that. That was the first thing I saw. But I saw something right after that. Something about larvae, or not larvae, lotus. Like, I don't know what it's called. It was something with insects, okay? But I'll get back to that one as well. I didn't share that part with you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, you guys. I'm gonna be back tomorrow because I have another channel message, but it's already late. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's that locust. Yes, La Quinta. That's it. That's the word I was trying to say. I saw something about that. Okay, but it was very brief, so that's why I didn't share that with you guys, because I was trying to still get more information on that. But I saw something with that. It was, I don't like insects, but it's something with that. Uh, but Yari, don't scare your mom. Don't scare your mom too much. But it is coming, and don't worry, I will prepare you guys, because there's gonna be clues right before it happens, so that way you guys get the head, like the go ahead, like to like prepare, like, oh, it's happening now. Okay, so I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna come back tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, and share another message that I got. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Bye. Only been here for 30 minutes, so I did good. I did good. Oh, okay. I'm glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that. Good night, Yari. Bye, La Quinta. Thank you for stopping by. Bye, you guys.